I want to take a moment to reflect on the life and legacy of Mike Rinder, a man whose courage and tenacity inspired countless of individuals to seek truth and freedom. Mike, a former high-ranking Scientologist turned activist, passed away recently, leaving behind a legacy of advocacy and resilience. And for many of us who have grappled with the realities of high-control groups, his voice was a beacon of hope. I first came across Mike Rinder's story during my own journey leaving the Jehovah's Witnesses and trying to understand how cults operate. And his candid accounts of the inner workings of Scientology resonated deeply with me, not just because of his experiences, but because they mirrored the struggles I'd seen in other high control groups, including Jehovah's Witnesses. And Mike Rinder was once a top ranking official in Scientology, holding the title of international spokesperson and serving as the head of the Office of Special Affairs. And for decades, he was a key figure within the organization's public relations and legal machinery. But in 2007, Mike made the life-changing decision to leave, and not just to leave, but to speak out. He knew that telling the truth about Scientology's inner workings would make him a target, yet he did it anyway, because he believed that exposing the truth was worth the risk. And he also stood shoulder to shoulder with other incredible activists. Together, this community of whistleblowers has created a powerful network of support for survivors. And Mike's work was instrumental in helping me piece together the mechanics of manipulation and control. Things I had seen firsthand but couldn't fully understand until the others like him shed light on it. Whether he was exposing the tactics of fear, guilt, and isolation, or speaking about the courage it took to leave, his words often felt like a roadmap to those of us seeking freedom. And the parallels between Scientology and Jehovah's Witnesses are, of course, striking. Both rely on the suppression of dissent, the shunning of former members, and the rigid control of information. And both isolate their members from outside influences, convincing them that their organization alone holds the truth. And both leave scars on those who dare to leave. Scars Mike dedicated his life to helping others heal. And what made Mike unique was his willingness to own his past. He never shied away from acknowledging his role in Scientology's abuses, and he worked tirelessly to make amends. That kind of honesty and accountability is rare, and it's what made him so inspiring. Mike showed us that it's never too late to change, to speak out, and to fight for what's right. And what struck me most about Mike was his humanity. He wasn't perfect, none of us are, but he was willing to admit his mistakes and use his platform to make amends. He gave a voice to the voiceless, standing alongside people who had been silenced for far too long. And in doing so, he showed the world the power of change and redemption. And Mike's partnership with Leah Remini on Scientology and the Aftermath was groundbreaking. And together they brought stories of abuse and courage to light, empowering our countless individuals to step forward with their own truths. And watching that series was transformative for me. It made me feel less alone in my own journey. And Mike's work also inspired a wave of educational efforts. Documentaries like Going Clear and books like Troublemaker and Blown for Good not only exposed the inner workings of Scientology, but also showed the human cost of living under such oppressive systems. And these resources, along with Mike's tireless advocacy, gave me and so many others the tools to better understand the mechanisms of control. His work also inspired me to dig deeper into the similarities between Scientology and Jehovah's Witnesses. And like Mike, I began asking difficult questions about how organizations maintain control, the psychological toll it takes on members, and the courage it takes to break free. His courage helped me find my own. I never had the privilege of meeting Mike Rinder, but his impact on my life and the lives of so many others is undeniable. He taught us to question, to speak out, and to never stop fighting for those who are still trapped. His bravery has left a ripple effect that will be felt for generations. And Mike Rinder may no longer be with us, but his legacy lives on in every person he inspired to seek freedom. His work reminds us that no matter how dark it seems, there is always a way forward. And Mike, thank you for your courage, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to truth. You will be dearly missed.